Hello, wonderful Aquarius. Welcome to your yearly oracle reading. So, this reading does apply from now, January 2017 to January 2018. And what I've done for this reading is I've pulled a variety of oracle cards from Doreen Virtue's decks. So, you'll find love, career and life purpose, spiritual messages, well being, and also healing with the fairies, my usual deck I use every month. And I've also pulled a tarot card from the Chrysalis tarot to give you an overall message for the year. So we'll start off with that card there. And as you can see here, you got a really great card. So if you're familiar with the higher arcana from the tarot, the Rider-Waite tarot, the star card in this deck is pretty much the same. Okay, it's called LP. So what it is your year. I feel it's going to be, your year. So anything that you've dreamed of or you've prayed for, I do feel there's hope in some situation, and a wish that you've made, it's very possible that it will come true. So the universe is actually paying attention and kind of going along with your energy level as well. So it's very interesting here. And as the saying goes, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. So I do feel that the universe really does have your back this year. It's going to be a great year for you. I'm just feeling the positive energy coming from this card, just the beautiful blues, and just holding the star. She has a star she's holding in her hand, and it's very enlightening. So there's going to be like a realization of some sort this year, and it's kind of like you're getting an aha moment. It's a wonderful year for anything creative. So really, putting your projects out there, launching anything. It's great for creativity, especially those who are in the performing arts. I feel this year you will reap your rewards and you'll get a lot of recognition. It doesn't have to be anything theatrical too. It could even be at work. You get a promotion, you switch companies in a higher level even. So it could apply to in any way. But overall, you do get recognized for your work. So be patient. For those of you who are like, oh, when is it going to happen? When am I going to get like my pay? Especially those waiting for a pay. Anything at all. It could even be your wish with another person. It's something very personal that you've been waiting for. It could even be, buying the perfect home you've been waiting for. So anything that has to do with sales, especially, is great this year. And most importantly, this card actually, it does rule Aquarius, which is interesting. And you're kind of in your element. So I do feel also that there's a lot of interest for many of you for New Age subjects, numerology, astrology, Reiki, even anything in the healing arts. I feel there's going to be a development here in your learning. So maybe some of you will take some classes with this expanding consciousness or increasing your consciousness as well. So this is awesome here, guys. So let's get right into your reading. So what a beautiful way to kind of start the year and just lay the foundation with this card here. Beautiful card. So we'll start off with chakra clearing. Okay, so I might bounce around in the cards, just letting you know. So I'll try and go in order, but if something pops up in my head, I usually just say it, so bear with me for that, but I'll try doing them in order. So chakra clearing, so your chakras, it's the 7 energy centers in your body. So they're all divided, they're all separate, but they all, again, they work together. We're all connected anyway. So basically, the chakra clearing, it's telling you that perhaps you need to do some work with cleansing or clearing some chakras. So somewhere where there's been a block, it's suggesting you take a look at that and explore this area this year. Okay, so it could be different for anybody. It could be perhaps your root chakra that's blocked, perhaps if you're not feeling secure financially or grounded, like looking for a home, this will affect your root chakra. It's all the way at the bottom. It rules the practicalities of the world. So usually when it's unbalanced or blocked or it's closed, you could feel a sense of fear or nervousness with this one, like you're not feeling your basic needs are met and you're not safe. So that's just an example. It could even be for some that your heart chakra has been blocked. Maybe you've been hurt in the past and you've kind of blocked yourself from experiencing true affection and intimacy and love. So you might be putting out a vibe like you're cold and distant because of the past hurt that you've experienced. Okay, so this is ruled by your fourth chakra. Okay, but overall, just looking at your cards and just seeing here the chakra clearing card with the work your magic, you have a lot of geographical shapes here. And I do feel that for a lot of you, you're really in tune with your spirituality and you're really connected to the world as a whole, and you're all about, raising consciousness out there. So I do feel for a lot of you, your mission this year, and because you are a leader and people look up to you, especially for the new age that we're getting into of Aquarius, we're pretty much on the cusp right now, but you're here to help others and guide them and remind them that we're all connected. Okay, these are the shapes that I'm getting, the feeling I'm getting from these shapes is that you need to remind everyone, or you're part of your life purpose is to awaken people around you. And you might not be doing anything specifically or saying something to them, but just them watching you live your purpose and just be your independent self and show your humanitarian side and speaking your truth. Okay, just in those actions, people really respect and look up to you. So you do have a big part to play, I feel, especially this year, for helping others, connect with themselves and making them realize that we're all connected in our relationship to one another. Okay, so this really, just seeing all that purple there on the cards, and it also tells me that you're very much in tune with your intuition this year. So pay attention to your dreams, your hunches, because they're going to help you to move forward in your path and make the right decisions. It's really like highlighted in your spread. Okay, so beautiful cards there together, the work your magic and chakra clearing. Okay, so let's go to the trust card. So you see a lady here holding a crystal ball. For some of you, I do feel, actually you have a lot of strong intuition. Maybe one or two of you out there are thinking to do something in the healing arts. And the other thing, sorry, this just came up in my head, but the other thing I wanted to mention with the geometric shapes is some of you might be even interested in studying complex subjects like astrology, numerology, anything in government or some types of systems even. So something that's very complex and, has a lot of different steps or levels to it. That's coming to me as well. It's something complicated. It's not easy to learn. It's like, an astrology or something in politics even. So I see that you're trying to learn something or you're involved in something like that where you're, using your helping skills as well. So Okay, I apologize for that. Back to the trust card. But overall, I do feel because of this heightened intuition, some of you, will use this to help you to move forward if you're looking for a career or stuck on a career path or you want to change careers. This is a card that's saying you have full universal support in changing the job or career you'd like to change or, cross the bridge into. Okay, so you're fully supported there, and it's telling you to really trust your own heart's desires. Okay, don't listen to anyone around you. If they give you a lot of different advice, you're going to do whatever you need to do. So I know usually you're very strong in your own opinions and beliefs, and you do whatever it is that you feel like doing. Okay, so trust that this path, it's there for you, and your guides are giving you the guidance. Any idea you get, it's divine, and it's being inspired by spirit in order for you to take action. Okay, some of you might be even interested in healing arts, or you have a psychic ability too, maybe fortune telling, who knows, maybe you're interested in oracle cards. So maybe that's like one or two of you listening out there, and it's a confirmation that I need to give you that you need to focus on this and reassure you that this is a path you can explore. So everyone has a different path, a different way of life, and we're creating jobs every day nowadays. So do something different, even if you feel it's out of the norm and it's like sounds crazy. Nothing's really safe nowadays in terms of economy, jobs. So everyone is just thinking creatively and trying to do something different. The world is shifting. People, it's not only becoming 9 to 5 anymore. There's a lot of different things going on. Some people are juggling 2 or 3 jobs. So see if there's something else you want to kind of dip your feet into and kind of test it out on the side, if you have time, even on a volunteer kind of basis, if that's something you have time to do. So test the waters a bit. But it's telling me, that you should really trust your hunches, your instinct on where it's guiding you. And I feel for some too, you have the ability to look far into the future and really visualize where it is that you want to go, and also help others to kind of make the steps and strategize on how to get where it is they need to go. So some of you listening have that counseling or coaching ability as well. So trust that, trust yourself. Okay. Wow. So you have a lot of lust and passion in these cards. You have true love. And I feel this is landing in your love and romance card. This is the best card in the love and romance deck. But for some, it could mean that you're going to meet your other half, your soulmate, your twin flame. And this type of love, usually for some, I could see you recognize each other from the eyes. It's like instant. You recognize them because they've lived with you many past lives before. So it could come like really quick for some of you listening. And if you're already in a relationship, this is also a confirmation card for you that's saying, this is true love, and this is the one that, people dream of having. So congratulations, because you've already found them if they're already in your life. Okay, so the true love, it's beautiful, it's great. There's kindness, there's compassion, there's you could both be independent and still like there's a trust there. There's no fear in this type of love. It's all the trust, even though you might have little arguments here and there, but this is a love that feels very safe and confident. Okay, so this is what's coming into your life, and you deserve it, because for those who are single and looking, you deserve it because you've been through a lot in the past. So you've learned to appreciate what's good, okay, and what's unhealthy. Okay, and even if it doesn't, come this year, it's a card confirming to you that it's on its way, and to have faith and to be patient, okay, that you deserve true love and to believe that. Okay, don't give up on love, especially if you've been hurt in the past. So, and I always say this, once you close one door, another one opens. So make sure you release old energy, any old toxins just kind of sticking around in your heart. So be careful with that and just be open and be ready to bring love into your life. So open your heart. Beautiful card. Work your magic. So there's a situation, okay, that you've been trying to solve. And this is a card that's saying you have power to resolve the situation that you're inquiring about. Okay, so make sure you have focused intention on what you want to do, where it is you want to go. You have positive expectations and, and prayers. So make sure you're doing that. If you're into affirmations, prayer, create the healing and manifestations you desire. All right. And you could do this in many different ways. And you've done this before in the past. So look back in the past where you use this confidence to create this magic for yourself. So if you can remember back in a time where you've, experienced true bliss and you've taken action to fulfill your dreams, go back to that energy again and tap back into it so you could do the same for your next goals or desires or projects, whatever it is that you want to do in your life. It's similar to the Magician card, this one in the tarot. So it's pretty much saying that you do have the skills, the resources, the ability to tackle whatever it is that you set your mind to. Okay, and you need to believe that. So you can make it happen, especially with the Star card. It's giving you a lot of information and inspiration. Okay. Oh, and with the four horses around that card, I wanted to mention those symbolize the four winds. So north, south, east, west, and they're pushing you. You're being aired, okay, towards the right direction. I don't know if that makes sense, but you're being pulled. There's a force pulling you to the right direction. Okay, so you're like on a magical carpet and you have the ability and power to do whatever it is that you want to do. It's also a card that suggests studying alchemy and using manifestation tools such as, creating a vision board, writing down and maybe in bullet form your thoughts. And even if it's repeated, you still get it out there onto the universe on a piece of paper and taking it out from your mind. Because sometimes when we hold them in our mind, we tend to get a little scattered. So it's good when you create like brainstorming on paper and bubbles. So this is a great tool to help you and to help visualize what it is, how you want to expand, where do you want to go. Meditation works as well. So really setting an intention and focusing on your heart's true desires. So take the steps to plant those seeds, okay? Beautiful card here. And you have here sexuality. So this is great as well. It could be for some, maybe you need more of this in your life. So it could be that your sacral chakra is could be blocked, or maybe it's overactive. But it's definitely a year to explore sexuality and intimacy and ask yourself, are you comfortable with intimacy? It's also rules creative expression. So it's also great to, do something and get involved with projects or, events that spark a fire in you, okay, that make you feel passionate, make you feel alive. And it's good to balance that because you're an air sign. You're very thinky and you're very intelligent and you're very spiritual and humanitarian. But I feel sometimes you need to create that balance with the primal energy, okay? So sexuality will be something I feel coming into your life. And even, sometimes it doesn't have to last long. It could be short term, but this is also just enough to kind of, untap this like energy force and just express it. Okay. I don't know if that makes sense, but this is also a sign that comes up for those who have perhaps experienced any sexual abuse. Okay. And it's a card that's suggesting that if you have fear of intimacy, it's also good to explore counseling this year and have someone guide you to release these fears and help you to move past this, to heal, okay, whatever it is that happened to you in the past. So, I mean, if you're ready this year for that kind of help, then it's definitely a sign to ask for help, or talk to someone that you trust about this topic and discuss your fears around the topic of sexuality. Okay, so this is something, I mean, sexuality, it's a human need. It's important just as much as spirituality in our life. So that's something to ask yourself is, are my sexual needs being fulfilled? And if you are in a partnership, there could be an increase of passion, like you're bringing it back. Perhaps it's been dull for a while and it's sparked back up again. Or perhaps you need to talk with your significant other and discuss some, private issues on sexuality, and maybe voice your needs or express whatever it is you feel that you want in a relationship, especially for your sexual needs. Okay, so that could be for a few there. Like I said, it's a general yearly reading, so these messages won't apply to everyone, of course, but you know what applies to you and where it makes sense for your situation. But yeah, very passionate here. And I think for some too, they might meet a kindred spirit, and it's just on a mental level, it's amazing. On a heart, soul level, it's amazing. And it's also sexually very amazing. So this is, I could feel like a twin flame coming in for some of you. And I just feel on all levels, you very much connect. Okay, so let's see here. You have acceptance. So that falls under your well-being card. Okay, so there's some situation where, you couldn't shake off maybe in the past, or this is something you're still doing, like you're grudging for something someone's done to you, or maybe you're not accepting something you said or done and you want to kind of rewind and go back to the past, and maybe you have guilt from this, whatever it is that happened. So this is saying to you not to worry. Everything happened in its divine timing. You were meant to say whatever it was you said at just the right time. So don't judge yourself if you feel you said something that you now regret. So, or, if you're grudging and somebody else has done something to you, this is saying to forgive and just accept whatever it is that happened with that other individual or, event or situation. Okay, so you can never control, how other people's actions. You can only control how you respond to situations and people. Okay, usually it's your own perception that puts meaning to these, actions or external events happening. So, you never know why another person's acting the way they do. Okay, and you can't control it either. All you could do is, how you respond to it. And it's a message of going with the flow, okay? So realizing that you're not in control of everybody's, actions, and that acceptance needs to happen in order for you to have more peace of mind. So it doesn't mean you like what's going on, whatever the person did or whatever event that happened, but you make peace with it anyway, okay? So you don't have to like it, whatever it happened, but you just accept it. Instead of sit there and suffering and having anger inside of you, you choose to just let it go. Okay. And, you know, as usual, feel free to speak your mind and openly and honestly, you know, share your feelings with this other person, whatever it is that, you know, annoyed you or anything like that. But at the same time, you know, find balance, okay, and a grace through accepting. You'll notice by accepting, you'll feel a relief and just being like, okay, well, I'm glad that's over. And obviously, I can't control other people. So I'm going to control what I can control. So that just gives you more empowerment to move forward, okay? And also, if it has to do with trusting another person, you don't have to trust them, okay? Try not to put your trust in other people because you never know how people will act. But trust yourself. If they do something that you don't agree with or they betray you, trust yourself that you will get over it, okay? And you have the strength to move past it. And you don't necessarily need to have them in your life ever again, but you do have the ability to forgive and accept what happened and just learn whatever it is that happened and take the lessons moving forward. Okay, so that releases any anger or any judgments that you hold in your heart or in your spirit, okay? And that's for your health and well-being. That's coming up strongly. And I feel that's something huge that we all need to work on, because a lot of us, you know, we hold things from the past, and that energy can turn into something physical. It can make you sick. So just focus on that and practice forgiveness, but more importantly, self-forgiveness. Okay? It's going to be a very much a wonderful, beautiful year. I'm really looking forward, actually, what happens to you guys. So if you got any inspirations from this reading, please feel free to write in the comment section, and maybe you can share something, whatever you picked up from it, and other people can read it and also learn from it as well. So I always like to encourage people tapping into their intuition. So maybe you got some insights looking at the card as well. Well, I hope you have a great year, guys, and I will see you in my monthly readings. Bye-bye.